Good afternoon, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here with the two experts of the future digital marketing who are working with innovative strategies and AI technologies. I'm Risa Sumaningrum, the country head of KD Global, Indonesia and Vietnam. And this topic is especially relevant as we work with brands navigating the challenges and opportunities in the AI diverse markets. The shift towards a pragmatic vision in digital is something I see evolving daily, and I'm excited to explore the insight and expertise our panelists bring to these conversations. And then today we have our two amazing experts. One, Elaine Hang, the head of digital business at Hong Kong's Maxim Group, who has redefined customer engagement strategies in the food and beverage industry. And we also have Vinit Kumar Singh, the practical head at Adobe, who is spearheading the adoptions of AI solutions that are transforming marketing at scale. Before we dive in, we want to get a quick check of how you're feeling about AI. We are going to put a poll in the chat, as you can see. Please answer those questions and then feel free to choose your questions, your answer based on your best knowledge and then your best backgrounds. And then meanwhile, in the meantime, I want to begin with an icebreaker for both of you, Elaine and Vinit. Maybe can you share with us a word or a phrase that describe how you feel about digital marketing transformations in the age of AI? Vinit or Elaine, feel free to share your opinion.
Elaine, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, please. So I think this is a very interesting poll because nowadays people are discussing about AI, AI, whether it will replace the humans' jobs. And even it's discussing about the marketing strategy, but it's also kind of connected with people's attitude about AI, whether will replace the human's job in the future, right?
Thank you for the feedback. And then, Vinit, you want to share something?
Yeah, I think it certainly is going to complement, the marketing strategies that human has. I think whatever may be the case, we still don't have, emotions in the AI yet. So emotions, empathy, and those things are something that human can do. Yes, it can have huge amount of computing. It can fake emotions, but still emotions, the real emotions will never be there. So I think it is going to, of course, complement, make the whole marketing strategies very efficient because the amount of data, AI and everything has access to is going to be great. So for me, I think it's going to complement all the traditional methods of AI strategies, which is going to, of course, transform the whole game of digital transformation. So that's from my point of view.
Sure. Amazing. So basically, I agree with both of you. And also, in my opinion, we still need the touch of human, right? And then human and how we can connect with the AI is practically through the creativity of the peoples and where we can connect one person's into, let's say, into the business. There must be a connections within the humans. So I think that's a good insightful from both of you. And then we're still waiting the result of the poll. How also, okay, and then we got the result. Okay, so I see that 62% or almost like 63% people are give the highest response to the answer. AI will complement traditional methods, which is basically this as per our discussions. And then another 25% is saying that AI will completely transform marketing. Okay, and then the rest, we have 10% who say it like too early to say, and then the remaining are like a little bit like skepticism. This is a little bit like interesting because we also have um, more than like 20% people who still or have ideation that AI will completely transform the marketing. And thank you, audience, for your quick response and then for your quick chat. We know that the topic is like very interesting today.
So, Risa, I think the interesting part is 2.5% people are still skeptic about AI's impact. So,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And also,
This is also an interesting finding.
correct, correct. And also I said 2.5% is saying still skepticism. So actually it is still interesting. And then how about their opinions? But from my
Mhm.
understanding in Southeast Asia, AI is like evolving, like in Asia, in APAC, or in many countries. Nowadays, like people are always talking about AI. And then me, with like finance sales operations background, some of my networks say that, oh, is there any chance or like possibility the AI will replace us? Of course, the opinion is always coming like that. But how about you in your region, like in India and in Hong Kong, so far about the traditional marketing strategy and about the AI technologies?
I think we both use the traditional methods and also the AI in our business. Uh, One is that AI, as we talk more about generated AI, is kind of a trend that different industry leverage this automated tool to improve our business efficiency. And the other side is that it's really enhance some business productivity and provide more efficiency on the marketing. So that is the I think that is phenomenon that we cannot avoid in the future. And for maximums, we also leverage different kinds of AI tools in our marketing strategy. For example, we have a CDP that is a customer data platform, and we leverage these tools to manage our data for user, and we leverage this for our targeting marketing, and it will provide more insights for us to do the targeting marketing. And we also leverage the generated AI to come out to the marketing content and to better optimize the user journey on our CRM platform. So it's really give us some more opportunity to optimize, I mean, the marketing efficiency and also the ROI for our marketing investment. Yeah, this is some sharing from our industry.
Okay, that's amazing. I also agree with your points when you mentioned about generative AI. This is like a very interesting case. Uh, we in Indonesia have like several of case study as well, and then you also connect the CRM and also with the CDB. I think that's an amazing progress. And then, Finit, you want to add up something?
Yeah, I think Eileen mentioned about the CDP. I
Okay,
feel
all
that
looks good
importance
for
of
you.
CDP.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think CDP particularly probably looks
Hmm.
like even
Yeah.
it's become even more important in the AI world. So yeah, I think it's all about even though AI feels big, some on almost 15%, we're still skeptic about AI. But I think it brings lots of practical, result-oriented focus to it. The moment we have right set of tools, sitting across the Martech landscape. As Eileen mentioned, I think I totally agree with that approach of having right tools like CDPs and analytics and all that, and giving clean data to AI so that it can process and give some pragmatic ability to simplify processes, provide actionable insights, measurable results, and all that is possible now, which was probably not there with AI, but without AI, but with AI data and all that, I think lots of measurable results are going to come out from, which is already coming out from Martech landscape, I feel.
Insight, like we see so many combinations today with generative AI, the the poll, so we can connected with the generative AI and the CDCR and everything. So next, to continue into the next sessions, let's dive the heart of our discussions, articulating a pragmatic visions to digital marketing. First question I would like to address to Elaine. Digital transformations, how does the AI fit into a approach to digital marketing formation? Specific strategies Maxim Group has implemented.
Yeah.
Elaine, feel free to share your comments and insight.
Okay, great. Yeah, for Maximum's groups, as you know, that we our headquarters in Hong Kong, but actually we have a business both in mainland China and also in Southeast Asia, because there's a lot of different kinds of franchise brands business here in this group, such as Starbucks and Shake Shack. So for different brands, we have a different CRM platform that is particularly serve this brand. But actually, we leverage the cross BU, cross functional digital marketing tools for the business. One is example is CDP, as I mentioned just now. This is kind of a strategy we want to execute in the different regions. Even though that different region has their own local insights, or the customer behavior is quite different across regions. But these tools, I mean, all the strategy to leverage AI is our common strategy for digital marketing transformation in the next chapter. And another is that we do use some marketing automated tools. For example, we have Microsoft Dynamic tools to help us to generate the automated marketing offers for different segments of our customer. So this is also another strategy for Maximum's group to leverage to use the AI tools to better optimize the marketing efficiency. So actually, we have already carried out this approach in the brands such as Starbucks in Hong Kong and Southeast Asia, and we also have this kind of tools in China mainland. But the execution level is quite different. Yeah. Actually, we already see some positive impact in our business. Yeah. Hand over to Risa.
That's an interesting, because you mentioned the Maxim Group has several branch.
Yes.
Hi, Risa. I think Risa's got some connection issues. We can hear you, Risa.
Hello.
Go for it. Yeah. Vinit, I think if you can contribute a bit to this
Can
question.
you hear me?
Oh, yes, we can. Hi, Risa. I think she cannot hear us.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Oh. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please continue.
Okay. Okay. I will continue. I will continue to Elaine's statement as you mentioned that maximum.
Okay,
Yeah, but
so
just to add,
Vinit,
yeah,
I think, yeah, let's continue the discussion while I will let Risa know to refresh. Hopefully it'll work better. Vinit, over to you.
sure. I'll just add to what Eileen was saying. I think great example of how you are implementing that in Maxim Group, Eileen. And as I was saying previously, I think particularly from my perspective, AI fits really perfectly into a pragmatic approach to your digital transformation because it can address so many core challenges, right? It can address the operational inefficiencies which are there in the system, right? Because lots of manual touch points are there when we let's take an example of even as simple as a campaign, right? Starting from planning the campaign to executing it, taking care of the deliverability and all those stuff. So managing that, reducing that operational inefficiency, improving the audience personalization. With AI, we can talk about the hyper personalization, right? As good as an individual level personalization. Similarly, we can infer lots of data driven decision making, which was sometimes maybe was coming just from our previous experiences, not as much as with the data, right? So I remember a recent example with one of our client. I think they implemented AI powered automation. I come from Adobe, so the tools like Adobe Workfront and Campaign, which has Sensei, Adobe Sensei Gen AI based into that, and they were able to streamline their processes, automate the repetitive task and all that. And at the end of it, I think almost 80% of efficiency they were able to manage. So all due to this AI based tools. So yeah, I think it does give a pragmatic approach. AI brings in that pragmatic approach into the whole digital transformation landscape.
Thank you, Vinay. Let's see, Risa, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me? Is it clear now?
Yeah, you're back. So we've discussed the question number 1 with both speakers. Ready to move on.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lynn. Thank you, Vinny and Elaine for the answer and feedback. And then hopefully we can go into the next questions as well.
Okay, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So question number 2.
Maybe Riza,
Yes. Thank you. So questions number 2, I would like to give to Vinit to address to you. So what are some of the practical ways you've seen AI tools simplify and enhance marketers' ability to connect with the audience?
Sure. That's a great question, Riza. And Adobe has been, and if you're okay, I'll give my experiences with Adobe's tools, which is actually which is kind of leading the way from AI innovation, particularly for marketeers. So one of the examples that I recall is I was mentioning in the previous question about streamlining the collaboration. So there are lots of manual touch points across any Martech landscape. If you're able to integrate those workflows with AI, if we can do some campaign collaboration improvement, if you can do that, automations of approvals, for example, right? Sometimes there are touch points where approval takes a lot of time at a certain point, maybe at the creative side or maybe at the campaign side, delivery side, right? So and also prioritizing the task and all, right? So I think the whole collaboration streamlining that I've seen with Adobe Workfront has been a great uh, uh, result that I've seen from different customers. So basically, this ensures the whole team is very efficient and campaigns hit the market faster, which is a KPI for any marketer. Similarly, I think other example I remember is content creation. I think the first thing that has overtaken the Gen AI revolution is content creation, and there's a tool called Adobe Firefly. It has lots of API and all. Again, I think we can generate images, we can generate videos. The whole creative process kind of gets streamlined and it can run through various workflows. So marketers are able to control that, stunning visuals. They're able to create. They're able to send it to the various touch points. And lots of variations can be created of the same text, same image, and all those things, ultimately saving lots of time, and then unleashing creativity which they have, right? They don't have to rely on various teams. They can directly use the tool and do that. So lots of such things are there, which I see that there's a tool that is coming in already there in the market called Gen Studio for performance market. It controls the whole content supply chain, and it's a tool wherein marketer can completely rely on that one tool. I feel it's a kind of game changer, where the starting from creative process to the campaign process to the creation and measuring, all those things are possible in that tool. So there are lots of such examples, Teresa, which I can talk about, but I'll take a pause and give it back to you.
Okay, great, great. So there are like connections between creativity and also efficiency, right? In order to perform a good connections to the audiences, because at the end, business is about how we can, connecting into our goals with the best efficiencies. And then, Elaine, do you have any opinions that is implemented in Maxim Group related with the AI tools and how they enhance marketers' ability to the audiences?
Yes, it will. I think it do bring some efficiency for our marketeers to connect with our audience. Actually, our team are also very eager to learn this new kind of tools, and they were saying that it will bring, to grow their professionalism in marketing function. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. I know that the Maxim Group has specific result and also orientations about AI tools, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And I think we are going to go into our final questions. And of course, the question is for both of you, Elaine and Vinit. So how do you balance the promise of AI with the practical challenges? So we can say that sometimes there are like budget constraints with the team readiness that companies face when adopting these tools. Elaine first.
Okay. I think budget is always our concerns for our investment, right? But besides the budget constraints to leverage the AI tools, I would say that to identify what kind of tools of AI in the market is best for our industry or for your industry is quite important. Because actually there's a lot of option now in the, for the solution, AI solution in the market. But how to identify which is the best and how to integrate with the business together. One is the technical integration. The tools need to integrate with your current platform, with your current IT systems, and you need to evaluate the readiness of this kind of a technical side. But on the other side is that whether this AI tool is best for the local markets, because actually I have already found that the regional difference, the preference is quite different. One reason behind that may be because some agency, for this technical solution, they have a strong knowledge about particular local markets, and then they can optimize the results of their AI tools. So this is also the key consideration I think need to consider before adopting the AI tools into the business. And the other point I want to mention is that the team readiness is quite different. We really need to consider, because besides the different regions' culture and the team's capability to leverage the AI, to leverage and use the AI tools, I also find that even in one region, different business status will influence the final results of the AI tools. So you need to give maybe some room or some kind of training to back up the team and let them to understand more and to collaborate more closely together with the agency which provides the AI tools to our business. So that's some sharing from my side.
Great. So this is about how we need to balancing, right, with the budget, cost, efficiency, and also with the goals of the company. Because I agree with you that nowadays so many AI generations, like from the 104 and then generative AI and then more complex AI. Now they are in the public and the market, but we have to ensure that we are choosing like a good one, that we are make sure that our team is ready to running and that it will give like great results. And then Vinit, do you also agree with such of the practice, or do you choose the team readiness comparing with the budget constraints?
Yeah, I think the most important part of the conversation about when we talk about budget and team readiness, I think this is so critical for any organization in this era of AI. And great points Elin made. I think for me, what I've seen with various customers is that balancing this requires, on one hand, there's a practical challenges of budget and team readiness, and on the other hand, AI is running so fast. Every day, every week, every month, we are seeing some new innovations happening. So the only way to balance is to have a prioritized phase kind of approach. So if I put it in maybe 2 or 3 steps, maybe I think the first step would be to start small with some of the high impact use cases. The good thing about this whole plethora of tools that has come up is there are many off the shelf very economical tools which are available. So it's important for marketers to start experimenting with those small high impact use cases and implement in those areas. So first, to identify those areas, which are those areas which may not eat the budget, because it is probably not many companies are ready to put budget for experimentation. It's a kind of experimentation phase when you are just getting into AI, but it's important to have some budget there, and then start measuring basis those small wins that might happen with the small investment. And that's where in hand your second point is about upskilling the team, right? The moment that experimentation happens with, let's say, small pilot group, they should start kind of upskilling the team as well, because now almost everyone has to use AI at some level, either for creating the subject line or maybe a important content. Everything can happen through chat gpt if you give the right prompt, or so many other tools. So it's important that people should be upskilled. They should be seeing the potential that is there in the AI. Those measurable small wins can be extrapolated to what else can be done. And then finally, once this process is there, I see that generally it takes 2 months, 3 months, 1 quarter, 2 quarter. And that's where I think we should start leveraging AI to now optimize the existing resources. So start with small but high impact use cases, upskill teams gradually, and then come to a point where you can start picking some enterprise level use cases which can optimize either the existing resources or maybe whatever the future things that we are looking for. So that will be my thought on how to kind of balance this off between AI and budget and team readiness and all.
Yeah, so that's very insightful feedback, because in my opinion, actually the question is like very interesting, because we can see that we need to manage about budget constraint, which is very sensitive, I can say, in one company and comparing other. And then I can see that also, I agree with you, Fianet, you mentioned that not all companies are open, like here in Indonesia, maybe Southeast Asia. We can see that maybe one company already improving or increasing the AI revolutions, AI research and tech. But in another way, there are like still companies like, oh, should I spend something here, or should I putting like more budgets into the AI tech? Or let's say they can think, let's say the CEO is thinking, is my team ready on accepting the changes from like the conventionals into the technology one? And then I think it's like a very practical and very insightful things that we can have conclusions, and then how we can be setting a bridge between the budget constraint and also with the team readiness.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, in the both of you, you want to add any comments?
No.
So far, so good.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Great. 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 Thank you so much, Elaine and Finit, for the sessions. Thank you so much for your insightful insight. And then I'm really happy to hear your comments. And then hopefully all the audience also happy on seeing the three of us having the sessions. Thankful for our, yes, and then hopefully we can have our next sessions together.